This evening, Donald Trump will officially become the Republican Party's presidential nominee.
All comes after a brief floor fight yesterday when the Republican National Committee shut down an effort to vote for someone other than Donald Trump. KXAN's political reporter Phil Prazen live in Cleveland with more. Phil?
Well, Robert and Shannon, Texans went to the polls March 1st for their primary, and in just a few minutes right behind me, those results will be shouted to the country.
20 votes for our fellow
Former Texas Republican Party Chairman Steve Munisteri stood in front of the microphone back in 2012 and delivered the results of the Texas primary.
And 130 votes for the man that will lead our party to victory and our country to prosperity, the next president of the United States, Governor Mitt Romney.
4 years later, the Texas delegation is decked out in the same hats, the same shirts, but they're hoping for a different outcome, a victory in November.
We always hear this, Phil and Anna, we always hear this, that this is the most important election of our life. This one really is.
This time, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick will stand in front of the microphone and call out the number from Texas. He was asked to step in after Governor Greg Abbott suffered severe burns from boiling water earlier this month. He's still recovering and slated to miss the convention. Patrick will now be the face of the Texas delegation, and he's been key to keeping the convention under control and unified behind Donald Trump.
He was not my first choice. I was the chair for Cruz in Texas, but he's our nominee now.
For him, if the party doesn't stay unified, he says the Democrats could make a dent in the GOP lead in Texas.
People are unhappy, but they're really going to be unhappy if Hillary only loses by 3 or 4. We lose our down ballot people, and then that gives impetus to the Democrats to come hard in 2018.
And Robert and Shannon, that last point is very important because this just isn't the nominating process. It's also who will make what decision back in Texas. Now, many Republicans fear a train wreck in 2016, and Democrats are watching closely for any flaws they see to take advantage at their convention next week in Philadelphia.
Well, Phil, what else is scheduled for this evening?
Well, after the official roll call vote and the nominating process, we have some big speakers. Speaker of the House Paul Ryan, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, current governor of New Jersey Chris Christie, and Donald Trump Jr. But for now, we're live in Cleveland. Back to you in Austin.
Thank you, Phil. And Phil will rejoin us for KXAN News tonight at 10. A reminder, you can watch reports from him all this week here on KXAN and at 9 o'clock tonight on the CW Austin.